They are. Appreciate it. Nothing like a kind gesture to start the morning off.
You got a little frost?
A little bit. Man, we're heading into this spot that him and Greg scouted a couple days ago. The day that he shot his buck in here. He hopped in here and scouted and found a little bit of fresh sign in here. And it's kind of similar to what we hunted when he shot his buck. It's just a little thicket in the middle of a bunch of open woods. So we're gonna walk down this path for about 3/4 of a mile, and we'll be on the downwind side of this little thicket. So we'll hop up in a tree and sit there for a little bit this morning and see if anything comes through there. But it seems like that's the best strategy for this place, is just finding these thickets that are on the map that are surrounded by open woods and just getting in there and setting up in a saddle where you can see down into them.
Looks like we got company.
Oh yeah. We don't mind that though. That might help us out.
Might push the deer back into the thick, boy.
Yeah. As long as I got a can call, you never know what could happen.
There's deer coming. Buck chasing a doe. Was it a buck grunt? Sounded like it.
We just got up in this tree, and about as soon as we got up in the tree, we could hear deer running around over here. Sounds like a chase going on in the woods. I thought I caught a flash of them going through about 30 yards up in there. Gonna break out the rattling horns and see if we can pull something out here. Take a look. It's right there.
There's definitely something in there moving around. We can hear something moving around right over there in the edge of them cattails right now. I'm assuming it's one of them deer that went in there earlier that we never got a look at. Coming right down the drain. About 75 yards. There's a big buck. You see that buck? No, I saw the deer, but nice one, really nice back. He's coming. What? He's coming into that opening. Alright. I don't know if he's legal or not. No, he's not. No. sure. Oh, there they are, coming across. Two does.
Coming right at.
Yep.
Might have been them. They must have ran around and come back. And they did it again, almost. That's pretty sweet. They came right over here. That buck started hitting that rub over there. Running all over the place in here. We've heard 2 shots, not very far from us, while those deer were right in front of us here. One was just back that way, and one was back straight behind Orb. Oh, here's a deer.
What?
Deer right out here.
How far?
Oh, yeah. In that green grass, about 70 yards. 100 yards. Down. Oh, it's a little buck. Another buck. Nice buck out there.
Oh, yeah. Just past him, right?
Yep.
Back left.
Yeah. Out eagle. One's coming out of that thing. The other one's going into it. Those deer just got shot.
Jeez. Good grief.
Those deer that were right by us. I think one of them just got shot.
That doe just perished.
Yeah. I can't believe how lackadaisical these deer are walking through these woods with how much shooting's going on.
Is that same little buck?
I think so.
Is that 4 bucks and 2 does?
Yeah. Just need a legal buck to step out. Or a pig.
Or a pig. I got some cool footage of him rubbing that tree.
I bet that sun's coming through. Looks like a Larry Zock painting. That's one of the cooler encounters I've had all year, I think. He looked good though, and he was doing certain things. He looked pretty big. None of them really looked up here though at all.
No, none of them had a
I was surprised.
cooler up here. Especially with all the shooting going on.
Yeah, they're not skittish at all, really.
Must hear so much shooting in here that they don't even care.
Yeah, that's kind of what it seems
Pretty
like.
much been gun season for a month.
Yeah. bucks don't know how lucky they are that they don't have a big rack on their head yet. He came through perfect. Could have shot him with the bow. Seems like a few of the deer are coming. Something back this way. Coming across that trail where we walked in at, maybe.
That one surprised the crap out of me.
Yeah.
Down and he was standing there.
Coming right down the pipe. It's funny when he stopped right there when that guy shot and he just flipped his ears up for like 2 seconds and then just went right back to what he was doing. It's about 9:30, so we're gonna go ahead and climb down and go do something else. Saw 4 bucks, I want to say, 4 or 5. 5. All kind of working their way through this CRP type grass out here. Definitely was interesting to be able to come back into one of these thick spots and just climb a tree and get up where we can see in some of these transition lines and just see a wad of deer like that. I mean, it's supposed to be getting towards the beginning of their rut down here, and that's what it seemed like today. It seemed like they were acting similar to how deer would act back home late October, early November. I guess it gives us some confidence to be able to just pick out spots on a map that look similar to this and dive into them, because where Warp shot his buck the other day was a pretty similar situation. There's a lot of these little pieces around and it doesn't seem like there's too many people going into them. There's a lot of people hunting around us, but it seems like most of them are sticking to those open woods. So I think if we just keep bouncing around to some of these thick pockets like this and just throwing a setup at it, we're gonna end up getting a chance at a legal buck here.
Ready to go get some food?
Yeah, I am. We still got some backstrap to eat on, huh?
Yeah, we do.
We're back out for the afternoon hunt. It's about 2:15 right now, and Warp and I just picked out a tree right here. This is a completely different thicket than what we were in this morning. The one we were in this morning, we obviously had a great hunt in there. There was several bucks moving around. Didn't see any bucks big enough that we could shoot. So for this afternoon, we decided to kind of switch it up and come to a different spot. That also works good for a south wind, but there's tons of little thickets like this that we're in right now, all around this public piece. There's lots of deer sign, lots of beds back in this thick stuff, and we're right on the edge of where a bunch of cattails start that are up over your head. So climb this tree and see what happens for the afternoon. Warp's up there setting up the tree stands, and he said there's a doe over here in the thick stuff somewhere. I can't see her, but he's 15 foot up in the tree. He can see him.
That is not good. That's not good at all.
No, not good at all. I just went out and back and shot this gun today. Made sure it was dialed in, and then I went out there and shot it today, and it wasn't on. It was off by about 4 or 5 inches, so I think I just figured out why. That's a lot of movement right there.
That's a ton of movement. That is not good. All right.
Not good at all.
All right, I'll lower it to you.
Alright.
That ain't gonna work.
The primer's out. Got the primer's out.
Okay.
So,
All right. You gotta go in the house. You gotta get my keys and unlock my truck. My gun is loaded in there in the case, and then in that black tackle box looking thing, in the top of it, there's primers in there. Get 2 or 3 primers out of there, and then grab that gun and get back over here.
I'll go as fast as I can.
Okay. Hopefully a big buck doesn't come out.
Oh, it will.
Want me to lower it to you, or just leave it up here?
Hell, you can just drop it out of the tree if you want.
Got all the way in this tree, got deer moving around out here in front of us, and then Ted looked down at his gun and realized his scope mount was loose. So he buzzed down out of the tree and he's taking his gun back to the car. He's gonna drive back to my truck and get my gun and try to buzz back in here before the deer start moving. Here comes Ted.
I made it in pretty good time.
You must have ran.
Pretty fast, yeah.
I haven't seen anything.
nothing illegal here, and we haven't seen any deer. Warp's pretty sure he can hear a bunch of deer walking around past this next line of trees over here. There's definitely deer around us tonight, just nothing that we could see. We've probably heard 3 or 4 shots throughout the night. There was a guy squirrel hunting across the bedding area from us. I saw him when I went out to get Warp's gun. He was going in over there, so might have been him shooting a few times also, but other than that, pretty slow afternoon. This morning was great. This afternoon was a little bit slow, so we're gonna sit here for another minute or 2 and then climb down and head back to the house.
You know, you were off to the right, so if you tighten it down, it may come back to the left. It may be dead on.
Can you feel it?
Oh yeah. If you move the gun, you can feel it.
Oh, geez. I can hear it from here.
Real loose now.
How's your day been in here, Greg?
Great, productive. Chris came in and he said, "You're in the same spot when I left." That's about right. Had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. That's the only time I've gotten up today.
Oh, man, I'm about to get on that Jeff Natural over there for sure.
I just ate 2 of them.